And let's begin by taking a long, deep cleansing inhale through your nose and an exhale through your mouth. Breathing in the cool or warm, refreshing air wherever you might be in the world on this July day. Breathing in through your nostrils and out through your mouth. Allowing yourself to come back into your body and slow down and check in. Put your palms open towards the sky in a receptive position, having them lightly on your thighs. And notice what comes in through those palms. Perhaps some lightness, some energy, some golden light. Maybe some ocean air or pond air, wherever you might be. I noticed someone was at a lake. Taking another long cleansing inhale through your nose and an exhale through your mouth. And notice your sit bones on the earth. Ground those ischial spines downward into the floor. Tilt your pelvic bowl forward and stack your spine, one vertebrae upon the other, all the way up towards the sky. Reach the crown of your head as high as you can towards the sky. Taking a huge inhale through your nose and an exhale. Notice your pelvic bowl once again. Tilt it even more slightly forward and align every vertebrae one atop the other. Notice that when you're in alignment, everything feels lighter, perhaps easier. Close your eyes if that feels good, and if not, a light, easy gaze about 6 feet in front of you on the floor. Notice all the sounds and smells and breezes around you. Bring a hand to heart and the other hand to top. Sending yourself some good wishes and compassion, kindness, and appreciation for all that you've accomplished this week, all that you've done, and hopefully even all the rest and space that you've created for yourself. As that heel of the hand into the heart space, sending yourself good wishes for the week ahead. And a pause to notice here in this moment your heart's inner desires. Connecting perhaps with some dreams from last night, or dreams that you know are in there that you don't pause enough to listen to or notice. And perhaps a moment to just allow those dreams to be a wish or an aspiration or an intention. Moving them beyond just a dream towards something in your mind that might someday just possibly be a reality. Letting yourself wish for those dreams. Choose them in a possibility. Considering perhaps what hope would do rather than fear would do. Or what love would do rather than fear. Which of those dreams might you just think about making possible? What if rather than being a dream, that it became a possibility? Or even a reality someday, sometime soon. Notice if that creates a little more tension in your heart. And taking a huge inhale into that pocket behind the heart. Bathing those dreams with the air, oxygen, nourishment. And then exhale, let it go. And notice perhaps also, if even connecting with those dreams creates a little tension, perhaps we're not supposed to dream, perhaps we're not supposed to be distracted from this moment in reality. But perhaps giving yourself the gift of the hope and the light and the inspiration of a dream. Perhaps connecting to that childhood lightness of dreams. Taking a huge cleansing inhale once again into that space behind your heart, flushing out any judgment of your dreams or the possibility or what you could make them happen, breathing right into it, blowing it out with the wind. And bring your hands to heart center. Press your palms together, finger pads touch. Notice the skin to skin and enjoy it. Letting it just feel delicious. Each finger pad connecting in this moment, one's against the other. Palms connect together, thumbs connect to the sternum, elbows out wide. Connect to that heart space, to those dreams in your own heart. Dreams perhaps for yourself, for your family, for the world at large, for the earth. And take a moment to set an intention for this practice. Perhaps to move from a place of hope or love or dreams, rather than from fears, worries, stress, heaviness, and impossibilities. Taking another cleansing inhale. Breathing out the negative, impossibilities, stress, and anxiousness. And an inhale, sealing in the possibility of dreams and hopes, love. And lower your hands to your thighs, open your eyes, let the light in. And take a moment to accommodate and readjust. Notice how you feel. Ground your sit bones into the earth once again. Tilt your pelvis forward and stack your spine all the way up through your spine, through your neck to the crown of your head. Bring your arms out and up towards the sky. Palms face one another. Take an inhale, lift your fingers tall, tall, tall. Stretch your spine. Stretch both sides of your waist. Engaging your belly, strong, strong, strong. Huge inhale, reach tall. And exhale, drop your shoulders, release. Inhale, reach, tall, 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 stretching for the sky, the trees, the air. And exhale, drop your shoulders. Connect your thumbs together. Reach your fingertips tall towards the sky. Spread your fingers wide, wide, wide. Pull the thumbs apart as you reach. Notice the tension in the shoulders. Bring your thumbs behind your head. Take an inhale and an exhale. Stretch your fingers tall, tall, tall towards the sky. Sit bones reach downward, fingers spread wide. All 5 fingers spreading wide, thumbs pulling together. Noticing the energy in the shoulders. Exhale, lower your arms out. Reclasp them at your sacrum. Reclasp your fingers. Press your fists and elbows towards the floor. Shoulders down and back. Neck is long. Take an inhale here. Huge. And exhale, release. One more deep inhale. Shoulders press down and back. Fists reach towards the floor. Open your heart space. Creating space for those dreams. Inhale. And exhale. Through the mouth. Release your hands. Place them on the floor in front of you. Spread your fingers wide. Hinge at the waist. And walk your hands forward slightly. Inch by inch by inch. Notice the release in your lower back and allow your head and neck to fold forward. Enjoy all the sensations in the back body here. Release the head and neck and upper back fully. Huge cleansing breath into every nook and cranny of the ribs and the back body. Exhale, smooth your hands forward a smidge. Release a tiny bit more. Breathe into the outer hips here. And exhale, let it go. A moment here to go inside. Check in with that heart space and those dreams. And notice what your heart has to say there. Slowly walk your hands back towards your shins, rise upright to a comfortable seat. Reconnect your sit bones, center downward, use the energy of the earth, draw it up through your sit bones, through your spine, through the crown of your head. Once again, reach your arms up towards the sky. Drop your right palm, ground into the earth, spread all fingers wide, 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 ground the left hip and reach the left arm over. Open the whole left side body. Take an inhale. Exhale. If it works for your neck, gaze over the left shoulder and breathe it out. Breathe in those dreams and possibilities in through your nose without judgment, just letting them be, have fun with them. Let them circulate through into every old, stale, nook and cranny, and exhale out any resistance and judgment over that left shoulder. Press into the right hand, reach your arms up tall. Exhale, drop your left palm onto the earth, bend the left elbow, right hip grounds downward, right arm reaches gracefully over the right ear. Breathe into the whole right side body here. And exhale, let it go. Breathe in possibility, dreams, hopes. Exhale, gaze over the right shoulder and blow out any resistance and judgment. Let it go with the wind. Breathe in. And exhale, blow it out over the right shoulder. Come back to center. Reach both arms up towards the sky. Open your arms out towards the side walls. Energetically press both palms into the side wall. Wrists are flexed, fingers reach towards the sky. Spread all 5 fingers as wide as you can, drawing in the energy. Pinch the scapula together. Lots of shifts and movements here with intention. And release. Spread your fingers wide, wide, wide again. Pinch the scapula together. Everything tight, 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 tight. Notice all the energetic shifts and release. Perhaps creating space for dreams. Wrap your right arm under your left. Give yourself a huge hug. Wiggle your fingers towards the midline of the scapula. Lift your elbows up over your chest if it's in the way. Lower your elbows down, tuck your chin into your elbows and drop your head and neck. Squeezing yourself, give yourself a huge hug. Another moment to go within. Slow down and just notice, what is a dream that's in there that perhaps you've been avoiding, ignoring, not taking a moment to see. Allowing yourself to have dreams as a human. And noticing you can hold yourself tight here, even with those spinning through you. Bring your chin back up to shoulder height. Neutral. Untangle your arms, stretch them wide into the side walls once again. Palms face towards the wall, wrists flexed, pardon me, fingers spread wide, wide, wide. Pinch your scapula tight, 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 and release. Wrap your arms in the opposite direction, left under right. Wiggle your hands to your scapula, the midline. Lift up your elbows, lower them down onto your chest. Drop your chin into that chest space, head and neck release. Enjoy it. Huge inhale, bathing your body with love. Bathing your body with support and encouragement to consider a dream. Exhale, let it go. Raise your chin back up to neutral. Untangle your arms and lower them by your sides. Roll your shoulders back 3 times, huge circles. And forward 3 times. Pause for a moment and just notice how you feel. Come back to the breath and come back to yourself. Rest your palms on your thighs once again, palms up today. Open to receive any dreams, any inklings of a dream, any desires you've been ignoring. Take in a huge inhale, letting them in through your palms, through the breath. And an exhale, let it go. Bring your hands together in front. Interlace your fingers, flip your palms out towards the front, round your back, and allow your head and neck to fall forward. Coming into a seated cat here. Inhale, reach up, slight arch back for cow pose. Exhale, round, suck your navel in, reach the palms far, far forward. Head reaches as far forward as you can. Enjoying the stretch, opening up every fiber in the spine. Inhale, slight arch back. Once more, round forward, suck your navel all the way back towards the back of the spine. Press the navel into the spine, head reaches forward. Allow this movement to be delicious and kind. Inhale, reach up towards the sky once again. Open your arms out towards the sides. And take a moment of pause here to notice like 3 deep breaths in through your nose and out through your nose. Long, smooth, and even. In through your nose and out through your nose. Last deep inhale here. Long, smooth, and deep. And exhale, let it go. We're going to transition directly to hands and knees. One of the reasons I spend so much time breathing is that when we breathe, we shift our nervous system, change the energy. And when we do that, we create space. And our parasympathetic nervous system allows us to think, relax, rest and digest, but also be willing to shift from a more safe spot. Notice your palms on the floor. Notice the tops of your feet on the floor. Spread your fingers, all 10 fingers wide as you can. Take an inhale, arch the spine, come into a seated cow, or a cow pose, pardon me. Exhale, round, and suck your navel all the way up towards the sky. Drop your head and neck, arch, arch, arch. Inhale for cow, warm up your spine once again, bathing it with the breath and the movement. Exhale, round into cat. Come back to tabletop. Notice how you feel for a moment. Curl your toes, press into your hands, and reach your hips up to downward dog. Beginning to move. As you arrive here, take a minute. Connect all 10 finger pads into the earth, all 10 knuckles, both palms into the earth. Lift up high, high, high on your tiptoes. Reach your hips towards the sky. The hips are the apex. Lift up as high as you can. Press your right heel down. Enjoy the energetic shifts on the back line of the right leg. Bend your right knee. Press your left heel down. Enjoy the shifts there. Letting the energy run up and down that left leg. Lift up onto your heels, both heels. Press into your hands. Engage your humeral heads into the shoulder sockets. Hips reach high, high, high. Lift up as high in your tiptoes as you can. Lower both heels towards the earth and just notice how it feels. Lots of energy running down the backs of the legs. Take an inhale into that pocket behind the heart space. Huge in-breath. And an exhale, releasing all the tension, frustration, beliefs that get in the way of those dreams, letting it go on the wind. Press into your hands, shift your hips back and up. Notice what happens. Slowly walk your feet back towards your hands. Widen your feet to the outer edges of your mat. And lower your hands towards the earth if they reach. If you can place the palms on the earth with your feet wide, the outer edges of your mat, do so. Allow your head and neck to fold forward and let go completely. Walk your hands forward about 3 handprints. Back is straight, not folded, into a shortish downward dog, but quite short. Just notice all the energetic shifts here. Allow the head and neck to release completely. Head drops towards the floor. Huge inhale here. And exhale. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Engage your belly, bend your knees, and slowly roll up to stand inch by inch by inch by inch. Your head will be the last to rise. And when you arrive, take a moment. Allow your palms to fall towards the front, open towards the floor, towards fingers spread wide, open towards the floor. Take in an inhale, fill yourself up with a nourishing breath. And an exhale, let it go. Envision the energy pouring out through your fingertips towards the floor. Notice your feet on the earth. Spread all 10 toes wide, wide, wide. Spread them as wide as you can. Draw the energy in through your toes. Spread your fingers wide and lower them down. Lift up your kneecaps. Tuck your pelvis, engage your belly. Draw the energy up through your spine, heart is light through the chest, all the way up through the back of the neck, through the front of the head. Take in an inhale. Exhale, drop your shoulders. Let the energy pour out through your fingertips towards the floor. Noticing how when you move with this kind, nourishing, loving approach, how good it feels. Breathe in the energy through your nose once again. Envisioning the breath pouring down through your hands, through your body, down through your toes into the earth. Inhale in through the nose, up through your feet, all the way up to the heart space. And exhale, pouring it out like sand, sending it downward, out through your fingers. Bring your arms out and up towards the sky. Right thumb and middle finger will grab the left wrist. Take an inhale, stretch tall, tall, tall. Exhale, tip towards the right. Lengthen the whole left side body here. Left foot grounds into the earth. Tug the left wrist towards the right. Inhale, cleanse every nook and cranny of the left side body. Belly is engaged. Exhale, stretch and tug gently towards the right. One more breath here. Body fully strong and engaged. Tug gently to the right. Exhale, if you wish, gaze over the left shoulder and blow it out. Come back to center, switch the clasp of your hands. Take an inhale. Exhale, tip to the left. Stretch the whole right side body. Long, 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 long. Exhale, release. Inhale, bathe every nook and cranny. Tug that left hand towards, right hand, pardon me, towards the left. And exhale, release. Rise back up to center. Lower your arms out. Reclasp them at the sacrum. Spread your feet wide to the outer edges of the mat once again. Fists will reach towards the earth. Hinge forward at the waist, lower your head towards the floor, palms reach up towards the sky, stretch the fist towards the sky, allow the fists to fall towards the front as your head and neck release fully forward. You can bend your knees if you need or keep them straight, whatever works for you here. Allow the head and neck to release completely. Let the tension and energy run across the front of the shoulders, into the back of the shoulders. Bend to the left knee, straight the right, twist to the right. Huge cleansing breath here. Exhale, let it go. Bend your right knee, straight the left, twist to the left. Same thing, huge breath into the left shoulder, left leg. Cleansing everything, blowing away the tension and resistance. Come back to center, bend your knees gently. Allow the hands to fall even farther forward. Release your head and neck fully and completely, all the way forward. Lower your hands to your sacrum, run them down the backs of your thighs. Engage your belly and roll up, inch by inch by inch by inch by inch. And just notice how you feel when you arrive. Take a minute here. Allow the blood flow to drain back down into your hands. And notice how it feels. I'm going to start with a tree pose here. Lift up all 5 toes on the left foot, lower them down. Kickstand your right heel into the left shin. Raise the sole of the foot to the calf. Bring your hands to heart center. A strong, rooted, centered tree pose. Draw your right knee back towards the back wall or whatever's behind you. Engage the buttocks. And just notice how you feel in that tree pose. With hands at heart center, palms together for balance. Press the hands into the heart space, reconnecting with the heart space. And whatever dreams or desires are in there that you have perhaps not listened to. In this strong tree pose, trees are honest, rooted. They don't blow in the breeze. Well, they do blow in the breeze, but the trunks don't blow in the breeze. What would you as a tree choose to do at this point? And if you wish, spread your branches up towards the sky, spreading your leaves out towards the sun, letting the light in, letting the breeze in. What dreams might happen here? What comes in through those leaves, blowing in the breeze and the sunshine? Bring your hands back to heart center. Once again, reconnecting with your inner desires. Press the thumbs into that heart space. Hold it tight. Draw your knee towards the front and lower it down. Shake your feet out, your wrists, your ankles, whatever's tight. And we'll do the other side. Ground your right foot into the earth. Spread all 5 toes wide and lower them down. Left foot kickstands to the left calf, or it can stay on the earth, whatever works for you. Bring your hands once again to heart center. Connect the thumbs into the heart space. Elbows out wide, palms connect. Take a moment here. Take a deep inhale into that chest space, the heart space. Bathing it with hope and love, safety, truth. Let it desire what it desires. Give it a moment to just acknowledge it here in this tree pose. Wise, honest, unwavering trees. If you wish, raise your arms up towards the sky like branches. Spread your fingers wide. Allow the light in. Allow the breeze into that tree. Perhaps let the wishes spread out through the fingertips, out into the universe, just manifesting, sending them out there for someone to find or something to happen. Just letting it be seen. Bring your hands back to heart center. Once again, connecting to that heart space, sending it love and compassion, and allowing it to have those dreams. Bring your knee back to the front, lower it down, shake them out, roll your shoulders back and forth. Take in a huge inhale and an exhale. Bring your arms out and up towards the sky. Palms come together, slight arch back, fold forward, forward fold. Inhale for a half lift. Spine is straight. Exhale, fold forward. Walk your hands forward into downward dog and pause here for a moment. Notice how you feel. Shift forward into plank. Top of the push-up, strong belly. Notice your hands, spread your fingers wide, wide, wide. All 10 knuckles ground into the earth, palms ground into the earth. Pause here, notice the shaking and the wobbles, the discomfort, the twininess, allow it to be there. Drop your knees towards the floor, untuck your toes, bend your elbows, and lower down, chaturanga, towards the earth. Forehead rests gently on the earth, third eye. Take a moment here to connect into the earth. Allow your third eye to connect and listen. Notice if there's wisdom there that needs to be listened to. For some of us, our wisdom's in our heart. For others, it's in the third eye. So a moment of quiet here to listen for any dreams you've been not listening to. Inhale, lift up to low cobra. Weight is out of the hands, heart shines forward. Crown of the head reaches towards the sky. Lower back engaged, front of the hips connect downward, tops of the feet connect downward. Inhale here. Exhale, lower down. Once again, inhale, lift up into low cobra. Shoulders down and back, tuck your elbows into your waist, palms are light, heart shines forward. Crown of the head reaches towards the sky. Exhale, lower down. Curl your toes, press up and back to downward dog. And pause here for a moment. Reconnect your hands into the earth, all 5 fingers, 10 knuckles, both palms, arms engaged fully into the shoulder socket. Notice the left ball of the foot. Connect all 5 toes on the left foot into the earth. Engage your belly. Inhale, raise your right leg into 3-legged dog. Press the heel into the back wall. Everything engaged, 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 engaged. You're fully engaged. Exhale here. Another inhale. Press the foot into the back wall firmly as you can. On the exhale, gently bring your foot between your hands. We're going to come into Anjaneyasana or a little lunge. Back knee is on the earth. Pat it if you need to. Walk your front toes farther in front. Make sure your knee does not extend beyond your ankle. Sink your hips downward. Hands on your hips to begin. Turn your right hip back and the left hip forward. Enjoy the release in the front of that left hip. Take in an inhale here. And then exhale, sink in. Breathing right into that twanginess in the front of the left hip. Draw your right shoulder back and your left shoulder forward. Take an inhale into that pocket behind the heart. It's often ignored. Fill it up with breath. Send it some energy. And exhale, breathe out the old stuckness, tiredness, exhaustion in that pocket. Raise both arms up towards the sky. Inhale, reach your fingertips tall, tall, tall. Exhale, sink into the hips and enjoy. Another inhale, reach tall, tall, tall. Reach your fingers as high as you can. Draw your elbows back towards your ears. Slight arch back here. Exhale, sink in a little bit lower. Stretching. Reaching towards the sky, towards those dreams. Heart is fully open. Exhale, let it go. Stretch your arms out towards the sides. Reclasp them at your sacrum. Press your fists towards the floor, shoulders down and back. Lengthen your neck. Reach the crown of your head towards the sky. Take an inhale, opening everything up. Letting the light in. Exhale, sink in. Notice once again, even more potential twanginess in that left front hip. Lift up all 5 toes on the right foot and lower them down, sink in. One more breath here. Press your fists towards the floor. Exhale, sink in. Release your hands. Lower them to the floor directly under your shoulders. Straight your right leg. Shift back into a half split. Right leg is straight. Toes reach towards the sky. Spread all toes as wide as you can on that right foot. Right leg is straight. Lots of energetic shifts in the back of the right leg. Potentially a bit of twanginess there. Enjoy it. Point your right toes towards the front of the mat. Notice everything. Breathe into it. Inhale and exhale with the toe pointed, reaching towards the floor, the whole front of the chin stretching fully. Draw your toes back towards your nose, flex the ankle and the toes in the half splits. Once more, point the right toe towards the floor, reach all the toes towards the floor if you can. Enjoy everything as you reach, breathe into it. Noticing that the discomfort is there. And draw your toes towards your nose, towards your knee. Take an inhale. Exhale, fold forward, bend your elbows, widen your hands off the sides of your mat. Bend your elbows out towards the sides. Fold forward towards the middle of the right knee. Notice everything that happens here. Breathe in. Exhale, fold forward a smidge more if you can. Let it go. Inhale once more. Exhale, fold forward a smidge here and enjoy it. Walk your hands back towards your front foot. Lower the front sole of the foot onto the earth. Curl the back toes. Lift up into high lunge to start. Straighten your front knee. Come into a long triangle. Press your left heel into the floor. Notice all the sensations here. Tack your right hip back and your left hip forward. Lift up all 5 toes on the right foot. Spread them wide. Draw the light in through your toes and lower them down. Lift up the back heel and lower it down. Inhale deeply through the nose. Exhale, fold forward over that front right leg. Lower your palms to the earth if you can. Notice what works for you. You can widen your hands and allow your head and neck to fall towards the inside of that right leg or over the right shin, whatever works for you. It's a long triangle, long pyramid. Bring your hands back towards the center of the mat on either side of the front foot. Bend the back knee, hop off of it, hop towards the front of the mat. Sink your hips back down and low, coming into chair pose. Bring your hands to heart center, palms together. Sink those hips back down and low. Use your thighs. You can keep your feet close together or wide, whatever works for your hips. Notice what feels good. Hips sink back, hands at heart center, or you can lengthen them gracefully along by the ears and stretch them long in front. If they're stretched long in front, spread all 5 fingers on each hand, wide, wide, wide. Draw in the energy. Send the energy into that heart space, bathing it with light and love and hope. Drop your hands, drop your hips towards the sky. Release the head and neck fully. Engage your belly and roll up inch by inch by inch by inch by inch by inch. Rolls on a string until you arrive at the top. And take a moment to arrive, to let the blood flow in. And just notice how you feel. Huge cleansing breath in and out. 3 breaths here. And leave your hands open towards the front, fingers spread wide, or hand to heart. Notice what feels right to you. Where is that place of most rest and ease? Most connectedness to your body? Choose what feels right for you for this last big breath here. Open your arms out and up towards the sky once again. Slight arch back, fold forward, forward fold. Inhale for a half lift, spine is straight. Hips stretch back. Exhale, fold forward. Step back to downward dog and pause here. Once again, reconnect into the earth with your hands, all 10 fingers, pads touch the earth, 10 knuckles, both palms, engage your arms, elbows straight. Humeral heads in the shoulder sockets, hips reach towards the sky, press into your hands, hips shift back and up. Lift up onto your tiptoes and slowly lower down. Notice the energetic shifts in the back of the leg here. Once again, bend your left foot, press your right heel into the earth. Notice how it feels. Bend your right knee, press your left heel into the earth. Notice how it feels. Come back to center, lift up high, high, high. Bend your elbows gently and then straight them. Press into your hands, hips reach up. Up, 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 and back. Hips reach towards the sky. Head and neck relax towards the floor. Huge cleansing breath here. Flushing out all the fears and judgments and frustration on the out breath. Let it go. Resettle. Notice your hands on the earth. Engage your belly. Connect the ball of the right foot into the earth. Raise your left leg to three-legged dog. Press the heel into the back wall. Everything engaged. Huge inhale. Press that heel directly into the back wall. Three-legged dog. Everything engaged. Exhale, release. Inhale into that heel. Shift the energy towards the back. Every muscle fiber in the left leg engaged. Exhale, gently bring your leg between your hands. Come into a low lunge on this side, Anjaneyasana. Wiggle those left toes farther towards the front mat. Back knee is on the earth. Take a minute to adjust here. Tack your left hip back and your right hip forward, hands at the hips. Notice your knees. Are your knees in nice alignment? Left toes jet line towards the front, right knee jet lines towards the front. Notice your back leg. Is it aligned with the knee or is it going one way or the other? Left hip back, right hip forward. Huge inhale into the heart space. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, raise both arms up towards the sky. Reach them tall, tall, tall towards the sky. Lengthen both side bodies. Exhale, sink in, lower down. Make sure your left knee does not extend beyond your left ankle. Inhale, reach tall, bathing yourself with light, love, energy, acceptance, possibility, and hope. Letting the dreams just filter in through your fingertips as they reach towards the sky. Running down like sand in an hourglass through your arms, into the heart space, down in through your feet, into the earth. Inhale, draw the energy up from the earth, up through your body. Once again, reaching towards the sky with your hands. Exhale, sink in. Open your arms out, reclasp them at the sacrum. Press your fists towards the floor, drop your shoulders down and back. Open your chest towards the front of the mat. Breathe into it. Exhale, let it go. Once again, breathe into the right front hip. Exhale, sink in a little bit more, noticing everything. Press your fists towards the floor, shoulders down and back, slight arch in the lower back. Reach the crown of your head towards the sky. Lengthen the neck, shoulders stretch down. Huge cleansing breath here. Making space in the chest and the heart for dreams with intention. What other dreams may be popping up now as you are more relaxed and there's more space? The breath is freely circulating. Letting the dreams just travel on the breath around. No attachment to doing them. Just acknowledging what's there. Huge breath into the front right hip as you may be noticing it once again. Press your fingers and clasp hands towards the floor, shoulders down and back. Release your hands, lower them down to the floor by your shoulders. Press into the front foot, straight to the left leg, raise your toes towards the sky. Come into a half split here. Ankle is flexed, toes reach towards your nose. Take a moment to check your hips. You may need to tack your left hip back, right hip forward. Make sure you're even. Make sure your toes are in line with your knee. Check the back foot. Make sure it's in line with the knee. Huge inhale. Point your toe towards the floor. See if you can reach those left toes towards the floor. Lots of energy running through the left foot and the left shin. Breathe into it. Exhale, release. Flex the left ankle, reach the toes towards your nose. Breathe into that. Exhale, release all the tension. Let it move. Lower the left toes towards the floor once again. See if you can reach all 5 of them towards the floor. Notice the front of the foot and the shin. The different energy running through the lines of the legs here. Use the breath to carry the energy, the dreams, and the hopes. Bring your toes towards the sky. Flex the ankle. Inhale into the chest. Fill up that pocket behind the heart. Exhale, bend your elbows. You can widen them to the outer edges of your mat and fold forward over that left leg fully. Take a moment here to close your eyes. Reconnect with that heart space. The heart is light here. With lots of energy moving to distract you. What pops up? Is your heart letting go of any little dream in there that it's been hiding? Something popping up. Let it float in with no attachment to doing it, just letting it be seen. One more breath here. Send it into every nook and cranny of that left leg. Exhale, fold forward a tiny bit more, release. Lower the left sole of the foot towards the floor. Walk your hands forward, curl the back toes, lift up to a high lunge. Straight your front leg, come into a long pyramid pose, very long. Make sure both toes are pointed towards the front of the mat. Left hip tacks back and your right hip taps forward. Notice the energy here. Take an inhale. Exhale, fold forward, bend your elbows. Palms can be on the floor, they can be wide, they can be on your shin, whatever works for your legs and your stance. You can play with the stance a little bit too if need be. Lift up all 5 toes on the left foot, spread them wide, draw the energy in through your toes, hope and light, dreams and possibilities coming right in through all 5 toes. Lower them down. Use the toes for balance, lift up onto the back heel. Notice what happens. Lower your back heel towards the floor, reach the floor. Inhale. Exhale, bend the elbows, fold forward over that front leg and enjoy it. Huge cleansing breath here. Exhale, breathe into it and fold forward. Bend the left knee, press out the back foot, up towards the front of the mat, come into a forward fold, widen your feet towards the outer edge of the mat, line up the sides of the feet along with the mat, clasp your elbows and allow your head and neck to release completely. Your legs can be straight or your knees can bend, whatever feels best for your back. Have fun with it. Allow yourself to rock side to side and releasing anything remaining that's tight in your back. Lower your palms towards the earth, wherever they reach. Engage your belly and roll up inch by inch by inch by inch by inch. Enjoy it. Draw your shoulders back towards the back of the mat. Pinch your scapula together. Lower your hands, palms open towards the floor. Allow the shifts like sand coming down through an hourglass, in through your fingers, letting the energy drain into the floor, out your fingers. Inhale, shrug your shoulders all the way up to your ears. Pinch them high, 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 as high as you can. Pinch the scapula together and lower your hands down once again. A moment to just notice. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Huge cleansing inhale and an exhale. And we will come down to a seat. Take your time to transition. When you arrive, stretch your legs long in front to start. Move the flesh of your seat out of the way with kindness for whatever needs moving. Tilt your pelvic bowl forward. Re-stack your spine. Heart is light, chest puffs forward. Hands come behind you, tent them into the earth. Press your shoulders down. Come into Dandasana or staff pose. Ankles are flexed, toes flexed towards your nose. Spread your toes wide, wide, wide. Inhale deep into that pocket behind your heart. Exhale, release. Let everything go. And notice once again. Spread your legs wide into a wide angle pose. Once again, press your hands into the floor, pick up your hips, and spread your legs a smidge wider. Ischial spines connect downward. Pelvic bowl tilts forward, belly engaged, spine long and tall towards the sky. Reach the crown of your head towards the sky. Hands to start, light on your thighs, belly engaged. Once again, focus on your belly. Tilt your pelvic bowl forward. Notice when you focus, what happens here. Check your ankles, flex your toes in line with your knees. Raise your arms up towards the sky. Right thumb and middle finger, grab the left wrist, ground the left hip downward, tilt towards the right. Use your belly, use your legs. Lots of energy, very active pose here. Stretch the left side body towards the right foot and ankle. Breathe into it. Exhale, tug gently a little bit farther. Notice the opening here, everything popping open. Breathe into it. Use the left hip for centering. Press the left hip and the right hip down as you tug the left wrist towards the right. One more breath here. Tug that left wrist towards the right foot. Open the left side body more than perhaps you have in a very long time. Both hips ground downward. Inhale, come back up to center. Switch the clasp of your hands. Stretch your hands towards the sky. Recenter both hips on the earth. Stretch your spine long. Exhale, tilt and tug towards the left foot. Engage the whole right side body. Tug the left wrist. Inhale into every little nook and cranny that pops open. Exhale, stretch towards the left foot. Notice the shifts. Once again, inhale deeply into every nook and cranny. Exhale, tug a little bit more, re-engaging different parts of you you didn't even remember. Once again, inhale into every pocket. Draw attention to the upper waist, lower back area. Exhale, tug another smidge and enjoy it both. Reach back up towards the sky. Lower your arms out towards the floor. Grab the outer edges of your feet. Draw the soles of your feet together, knees apart, coming into Baddha Konasana or seated butterfly. Draw your heels in towards your groin. Rock side to side on those sit bones. Have fun, play with it. Hands will grasp your ankles or your soles of your feet. Inhale, tilt your pelvic bowl forward, connect your sit bones downward, stack your spine, shoulders drop, knees drop towards the floor. Butterfly pose. Take an inhale into that heart space, light and shining towards the sky. Exhale, lower your knees a smidge more if you can and enjoy it. One more breath here. Exhale, release. Release your hands, grab your toes, allow your head and neck to release forward, still in butterfly pose. Release the upper neck and back, drop your head forward, notice the shifts. Send the breath into that groin area, an area of tightness and resistance. A place where we let a lot of dreams just sit, never paying attention to them. Are there any dreams in there that you want to send the breath to? On the exhale, press your knees gently towards the floor, fold forward a little bit more. Notice the release in the back of the neck here, perhaps. 2 breaths here. Draw your attention inward to the heart space or the groin space, wherever feels like your space. Perhaps even the belly button, tucked and hidden here, but maybe there's information there. Just explore, breathe into it. Breathing all these little parts of your body that have been quiet, dormant, distracted, ignored in the busyness of life. Listen to any messages they have for you. One more breath. Slowly rise up to a seat. Stretch your legs long in front once again. Move the flesh of your seat out of the way. Tilt your pelvic bowl forward, engage your belly, reach your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, fold forward over your toes, head and neck, relax completely. Notice the lines in the back of the legs making noise. Forward fold, letting things go. Slowly rise up to a seat. Bend your right knee, bring the sole of your left foot into the inner thigh. Knee reaches out towards the side. Notice your hips, face them forward. Inhale, both arms up towards the sky. Exhale, turn to the left. Inhale, reach your arms towards the sky once again. Exhale, fold forward. Reach your right arm to the outer left ankle or left foot. Allow your head and neck to fall forward. Popping open little pockets in the back of the right ribs and the right hip area. Breathe into it. Fold forward into this twist. Your left hand can hook into the right hip crease if it's possible for you. Breathe into it here. And exhale, fold forward. Allow your head and neck to release. One more breath here. Slowly rise back up to a seat. Draw your right knee up into your belly area. Give it a hug. Even it out. Even your hips out. Hug it tight, tight, tight. Allow it to sink into that hip socket. Engage your belly. Sit up tall, tall, tall on the very tippy tops of the ischial spine. Take your left hand, hook it around the right knee, and bring your right hand behind you. Coming into a twist here. Inhale, reach up tall through the spine, through the crown of your head. Inhale and twist towards the right. Left leg is fully engaged. Notice your left toes. Make sure they're reaching towards the sky. Inhale, reach tall, tall, tall. Exhale, twist and bring it out towards the right. Bend to the right elbow slightly. Come back to center. A counter twist. Left hand comes behind you. Bring your right hand to the left side. Inhale, reach tall, tall, tall. Engage your belly to keep everything safe. Relax, come back to center. Stretch your right leg long. Bring your left foot into the right inner thigh. Left knee directly 90 degrees out. Turn your hips to face towards the front. Notice the right toes. Line them up with the right knee. Inhale, both arms up towards the sky. Twist towards the right. Exhale, fold forward. Reach for the outer right foot or the right ankle. Allow your head and neck to release. Your whole left rib cage should pop open here. Right hand can wrap into the left hip crease if you wish as you fold forward. Notice if that feels good or not. Everybody's different. Pay attention to the right toes. Make sure the right sole of the foot is facing directly forward. You're not rolling it in one way or the other. Head releases towards the center of the right leg. Allow the neck to release completely as you fold forward. Lots of energetic shifts here. Enjoy them. Slowly rise back upright. Take your left hand, bring your knee, hug it into your chest. Once again, reconnect your sit bones into the floor. Hug that knee in tight, tight, tight. Sit up on the tippy top toes, I guess, of your ischial spines, if that's such a thing. Bring your left hand behind you. Hook your right elbow onto that left knee and twist towards the left. Lengthen your spine. The twists are spine lengtheners. Belly should be completely engaged to keep yourself safe. And once again, do only what works for you here. If something doesn't work, opt out. Huge inhale, lengthen the spine, reach towards the sky. Exhale, let it go. Come back to center. Slight counter twist. You can hold the left knee if that works for you, or bring your Left hand to the outer right thigh, bring your right hand behind. Once again, connect the ischial spines downwards, stack your spine, twist gently towards the right. Come back to center, stretch your left leg long, raise your arms along to parallel to your legs, and we'll roll back, unroll like pearls on a string until you arrive on the floor. Take a moment here to notice how you feel, allowing all the shifts. Notice what's connected to the floor, how the earth is holding you wherever you are on this earth, and how you are safe to explore your dreams and desires and wishes. Palms open towards the sky for a moment. Toes released towards the outer edges of the mat. If you notice your lower back, you can bend your knees. That feels better. Taking a minute here just to be with yourself and your dreams. Allowing the possibility that your dreams might not just be dreams. Hug your knees into your chest and rock side to side on the sacrum, massaging it, waking it up. Bring the soles of your feet into your hands. Grab the outer edges of your feet. Come into happy baby pose. Rock side to side here. Soles of the feet reach towards the sky. Knees press downward towards the earth. Open the groin as much as you can. Inhale deeply into every nook and cranny here. Creating space for dreams. Exhale, let go of the fear and resistance and the judgment. The idea that it might not be possible. Who knows? Remembering that our tendency is to see why things are not possible rather than possible. Especially as those in healthcare. We look for what's wrong, what might go wrong, what might not work. Rocking here in happy baby, remembering that that's not how babies and young children think. They think dreams are possible. Why do we stop? Bring the soles of your feet together, heels press in towards the groin, knees apart. Lower your feet towards the floor, coming into Supta Baddha Konasana, reclining butterfly. Hand to heart, hand to belly to check in once again. Taking a listen. Bring your hands to your outer thighs. Draw your knees together. Knees together, feet apart. Feet come to the outer edge of the mat. Raise your arms above you in an easy cactus shape. Allow your knees to fall to the right. Left knee reaches towards the front right corner of the mat. Noticing the psoas stretch. Releasing the psoas with the breath and the stretch. Breathing in space there, space for dreams that might be hidden deep within in this tight psoas muscle that keeps us kinked as we sit and work, and fold forward all the time, driving. Breathe into it, open it up. Huge, kind, compassionate, cleansing breaths, letting go of the tightness that's there. Inhale, gaze to the left if it feels good for your neck. Bring your gaze back to center, your knees back to center. Once again, knees together, feet apart. Inhale to reset. Taking a moment always to accommodate, adjust, set yourself up for success. That also makes dreams feel much more possible. On the exhale, drop your knees to the left. Right knee reaches energetically towards the front left corner of the mat. Popping open the right psoas. Breathe into it with kindness. Listening there for whatever might be hidden there, little hidden desires, secrets, unseen dreams. Using the breath to bathe them. Maybe let them escape from this hidden corner of your body. Let them become something that could be seen, or could be realized. Press the right knee in towards the front left corner of the mat. On the exhale, gaze to the right. If that feels good, and if not, opt out. Come back to center. With your gaze, bring your knees back to center. Even out your hips. Bring your hands down alongside your waist. Palms down. Bring your heels all the way close to your buttocks. Press into your feet. Lift your heels, your hips all the way up. Coming into a bridge pose. Clasp your hands underneath you, if that's possible, or grab the outer edges of the mat. Reach your hips as high as you can, reaching up high, undoing the back body here. Shimmy your shoulders underneath you as much as you can. Pop open your chest. You'll notice your chin scrunching up towards your chest. Perhaps lengthen your neck slightly. Look up towards the sky. Reach your chin towards the sky. Reach your hips towards the sky. Knees connect energetically. Engage both buttocks. Lift up all 10 toes. Spread them wide, lower them down. Reach your knees and hips upward once again. Pop open your chest, shimmy your shoulders underneath you a tiny bit more. Reach high. Everything engaged in the back body. Slowly untuck your shoulders. Roll your hips down like pearls on a string. Ever so slowly, undoing everything, and arrive without adjusting for a moment. Let yourself arrive. When you're ready, untuck your shoulders, draw your knees into your chest, massage the lower back once again. Hug your knees to your forehead, squeeze everything tight in a ball as you can. Tight. Exhale, release everything. Spread your legs long in front, stretch them long, toes all towards the outer edges of the mat. Hands lie about 6 inches from your waist, palms open towards the sky. Coming into Shavasana, our final resting pose. It's a pose that may seem easy, but because of its intent to surrender completely and let things be exactly as they are, it's often very challenging, especially for high achievers and physicians, people working in healthcare, high intensity lives. So take a moment here to really fully relax it. Use the breath to settle, breathe in through your nose. And exhale through your mouth, down through your legs, out your toes, out your fingertips. Allowing yourself here to settle in and relax fully for just a few moments, to let go of all of the control, let go of the planning, allowing what is within to circulate. Whether it might be dreams, wishes, aspirations, whatever's in there, let them just be free and circulate. Let the earth hold you. Let the body breathe for itself. And let whatever floats in the mind, the heart, the belly, be exactly as it is, circulating all on its own, surrendering to whatever is within. Letting it explore and show up. Gently begin to deepen your breath. Slowly start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. If you wish, take in a huge inhale and stretch long in one direction, toes long in the other. Fill yourself up with cleansing breath. And exhale, release everything. Draw your knees into your chest and roll over to one side, taking a pause. Appreciating yourself for showing up on your mat today in community. And allowing whatever it is you saw to be there as a dream, as an aspiration, or a wish. Press into your hands and slowly come up to a comfortable seat where we began. Rest your hands lightly on your thighs, palms open. Notice your sit bones, reconnect them into the earth, center yourself, ground yourself. Tilt your pelvic bowl forward, stack your spine, lengthen your neck, reach the crown of your head towards the sky. Close your eyes if it's comfortable. Take in a huge inhale in through your nose, let the golden light come in through your hands. Bathing your heart space and belly with breath and light. Exhale, let it go. Bring a hand to heart and another hand to top. Sealing in good wishes for the week ahead, the day ahead, as we transition off of our mats back into our lives. Bring your hands to heart center, thumbs connected to the heart space, finger pads touch. Thank you all so much for practicing with me today. May you all have a beautiful week. May you be loved. May you be safe. And may you engage the possibility of not letting your dreams just be dreams. I will see you all next week back in my usual yoga space. Have a beautiful week. Namaste.